Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. The NBA playoffs begin round one in the Eastern Conference. It's the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New York Knicks. See you soon.
For some, success is measured by progress. One step, then another. The journey is hard, but holds its own rewards. For others, only the destination counts. Only one measure of achievement truly matters. Indeed, history is written by the winners. The story continues. The NBA playoffs, round one.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. Kevin Harlan here along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Let's take a look now at the starting lineups for game one. First for the Hawks, they've got Mbakwe, always giving them a fantastic effort from the paint. They count on his skill and determination to get it done inside. Then there's McCollum, and it's Johnson in at the power forward. And for the Knicks,
well, they're ready to go here, Kevin, and you can hear the fans are too. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd gets charged up. And that alone gives them a big leg up in this series.
And Steve, this is the payoff for all the effort they put into the grind of the regular season. Getting home court advantage and starting the series in front of their own fans, that's exactly what they've worked for.
so Atlanta will get the first possession. On defense, the Knicks. And Walker kicks to Johnson. Dishes it to Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Bridges. Doubled by Okongwu. Brunson guarded by Walker. Here's Brunson. Shot is blocked. Takes a three. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Daniels.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Brunson. No good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. He'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Mike Brown. What's the news there, Doris?
I asked him about what his goals were coming into this game one, and he said win at all costs. If we can't come out strong here, then everything we've worked for to get home court advantage at this point goes out the window. They don't want to see that, gentlemen.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. We've played just over a minute here in the first. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. So it's the Knicks now. It's a 5-point game. Tries to save it. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Clock at 4. Shoots from the baseline. Bridges shot. Good.
Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Brunson. Cans it from downtown.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
And so here is New York, trailing by 2. Here's Townsend, and the Knicks good for 2. And here on the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Daniels with it. Johnson the screen. Daniels kicks to Walker. Bank shot, no good. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Bridges. Lots of room. And again, it's New York.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Atlanta has possession. Outside, Walker. He passes to Johnson. Pass to Conley. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Towns defended by O'Connell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. 2 shots. That one is off. Wallace is checked in for Atlanta. He hits the second from the line. Here's McCollum. The pass to O'Connell. Feeds it to Daniels. Daniels gets a screen from Johnson. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Daniels.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Front set defended by McCollum. They set the screen. Shot off the pick. Passes it to Bridges. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Bradley's checked in for Mbakwe. Now here's Johnson. He feeds it to McCollum. On the wing, Wallace. Kicks it to Bradley. Back to Wallace. No good on the 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Wallace against Bridges. Hurt. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Johnson, the pass to McCollum. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Daniels dishes to McCollum. The feed to Wallace. On the wing, Johnson. 5 to shoot. Fires from 14. Rejected by Hart. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. New York trailing. There's a screen. Here's Penalty. Traps in the train.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. He dishes it to McCollum. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
With 1 on the clock, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You know, his pace makes him really hard to keep track of, guys. I mean, if you lose him, he'll explode to the rim on you.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. He could go. Can't get it to go. And that does it for the first quarter. New York ahead, up 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Man, it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
Here's Bridges. Here's Ananobi. Gets an open look and hits. He has 5.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got 1 shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Well, they couldn't look up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
The Knicks leading by 7. Front set, he's guarded by Hill. Pass to Hart. And the bucket counts, and his eyes way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Now here's Johnson. He kicks to Wallace. Johnson. Now the dish to Daniels. Inside. 5 on the clock. Here's Bradley. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Robinson's checked in for New York. The Hawks shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw good from Bradley. New York leading by 7. Front set, he's guarded by Hill. Now the pass to Hart. 3-pointer. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Here's Daniels looking for his first basket still in this one. Daniels gets a screen from Hill. Daniels kicks to Hill. This is to Daniels. Pass to Wallace. Feeds it to Daniels. Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
Up above 50% shooting now for the game, guys, and they'll definitely take that. It's defense where they need to key in.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Robinson, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Robinson's got his first points of the night. The Hawks trail by 10. Now Wallace. From deep, Johnson, stolen, and they're running by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Atlanta with the ball, following the score by New York. Bradley kicks to Hill. Passes it to Daniels. Lets it go from deep. Bridges with the board. The Knicks leading by 12. Here's Brunson, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Brunson. Here's Johnson. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Hill passes to Wallace. Here's Bridges. Brunson. He's guarded by Hill. Brunson and Hill with the block. 3-on-3. Johnson up top, defended by Hart. Wallace dishes to Johnson. They grab their own miss. Rejected by Robinson. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. He passes it to Hart. Back to Robinson. To the paint. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And here's another thing I've noticed. You know, sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
No good on the free throw. The Hawks making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks trail by 16. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
They need this. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Wallace. And that's now 6 points for Johnson. New York's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. 1:49 left now here in the second. Pass to Bridges. New York moving it around. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Johnson outside. From beyond the arc. That's good. Bradley's got 6 points.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Robinson. Up and in on the layup. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Atlanta making a switch here. Mbakwe's checked in. On defense, the Knicks. Stolen. 55 seconds left in the first half of the game. The pass to Hart. Clausen, he's covered by Daniels. It's rebounded by Okongwu. The Hawks trail by 13. On the wing, Wallace, defended by Bridges. From 13, Noah, nice deep.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
There's the pick. Blocked. Kispert, defended by Bridges. Here's Wallace. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Here's penalty. The shot is off. And so that's the end of the first half. Knicks lead by 13. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs has officially begun. New York leading against Atlanta. They're looking to make a statement in Game 1 and set the tone for the series. It's been a disappointment, though, for the Hawks so far. They've got to do a better job protecting the ball and valuing each possession. They've not done that. Their turnover numbers way too high through 2 quarters. And it's time now to head back to New York. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Brunson, defended by McCollum. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The Hawks trail by 16. Right side to Walker. Shot on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim. New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. To the middle. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Johnson. He has 6. No problem knocking that one down. 6 points now in the game for Walker.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Brunson defended by McCollum. That's tipped. Here's Bridges. And there's another one for the Knicks.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
The Hawks trail by 17. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Bridges against Walker. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Walker. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
3rd 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Here's Anunoby. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Here's McCollum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Knicks leading by 14. He's covered by Daniels. Clock at 6. Here's Townsend. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Coming out strong here in the 3rd quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. At the line for 1. The Hawks trail by 17. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Walker outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open 3-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played. There is actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
And so it's New York with it. After the 3-pointer from Walker. Pass to Bridges. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Atlanta making some changes. Bradley comes in for Mbappe. And Wallace subbed in for Walker. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Johnson with a screen on Bridges. Wallace the pass to Johnson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And so here is New York. They led by as many as 18 points. This one for 3, and the shot is good. 12 points for him.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Here's Daniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
New York leading by 12. Brunson defended by McCollum. Six on the shot clock. Down low, here's Townsend. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
they've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Now here's Bradley. 6 points for him. Deflects the pass. Brunson defended by McCollum. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 to shoot. Here's Brunson. That one goes. 14 points for him.
Shaky defense down low. Again, it's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks trail by 16. Wallace dishes to Bradley. .102 left to play here in the third. McCollum kicks to Wallace. Buries the long-range jumper. Wallace has got 7.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
And so it's New York with it, following the 3 from Wallace. To the inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Here's Wallace. The Knicks making the shot. Outside Bradley. Back to Wallace. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Inside. Second left. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New York ahead, up by 15. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. McCollum comes in for Wallace. Hawks on D. Ganobi bangs home the trifecta. And the Knicks lead by 15.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Okongwu, the pass to McCollum, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
And the Knicks with possession here. After the made shot from Okongwu. And again, New York with the triple.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
The Hawks trail by 16. Vincent the pass to Okongwu. McCollum. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. And that one's good.
Yeah, he's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And he also loves to jump into the passing lanes and pick you off. I mean, he likes to shoot the gap. It backfires on occasion, but like a great base runner, he seems to pick his spots pretty well.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the three-pointer from McCollum. Counts, defended by Okanu, gets it to go.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. McCollum kicks to Okanu. He feeds it to Johnson. The Knicks pull it in.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Bridges. Here's Townsend. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. 2 shots. The first one falls. Walker's checked in for the Hawks. And so he makes both from the line.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
The Knicks leading by 15. New York calls timeout. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, Mike Brown was just going over the plan with his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Daniels, he's checked in for Atlanta. Towns guarded by Walker. Here's Towns. 11 feet out and he hits it. He's got 20.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
They set the pick. Kicks it to McCollum. All alone. That one wide left.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's Bridges.
Come get it. Come get it. Here's me, I'm open.
Brunson defended by McCollum. Johnson over to help. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hawks ball. The Hawks trail by 17. Johnson dishes to Daniels. Back to Johnson. Passes it to Okanu. Now the feed to Daniels. He dishes it to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 3rd assist on the night. New York leading by 14. Brunson defended by McCollum. Pass to Bridges. Fades and shoots. That is good. And 2 points for him.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low bar.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum passes to Walker. He kicks it to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. And here's Walker. McCollum kicks to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A 3. Shot no good. And New York the other way now.
That's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and look to come away with the win right here.
There's the pass to Bridges. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shane at the pass to Sohan. McBride. Clock at 6. Shane guarded by Walker. Here's Alvarado. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. The dish to Gay. Outside, Walker launches it. Gets it to go.
Three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
New York's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. They get the win. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
That'll do it for now. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to the Eastern Conference quarterfinals here on 2K Sports. Now let's check out our Jordan player of the game.